Thank you. Hello, everyone. Nice to be here. It's been my first opportunity to be here, so I'm happy that I could make it. I'm going to make a reflection of what I'm actually doing in LUCSUS. I'm not going to present detailed results. You'll have to wait a little bit for that. But I am touching in transdisciplinary research and decolonial studies on wildlife management in the Colombian Amazon. I'm going to assume that you know where Colombia is in the Amazon. So my reflection here is the need and the willingness and how prepared we are in making this powerful slogan a reality. Because it is abundant and we are saying it very much, but how willing, prepared are we? And this requires transformations in individuals, in collectives, and in institutions. And the personal level, how much are we training and willing to go into inner transformations? On the methods also, methods that are willing to bridge these different ontologies, different ways of being or talking, and the institutional capacities and organizations itself, and the design of spaces itself. So this is what is also of my main interest in managing fauna in the Amazon forest. And I can give some discussions on the different levels that this can happen in your research and what is currently happening in mine, using also this nice image in Stockholm of the different layers that we can work in and how the weaving of knowledges can happen, no? It could be happening, that is happening in the top-down level, no? Organizations or individuals trying to weave knowledges from their location towards the ground, towards the ecosystem dynamics. But of course, it can also happen that communities itself are struggling or working together to trying to talk to locations and networks and individuals that are distant from their ecosystems. And they have a challenge itself also. How aware are we of these bidirectional challenges? And of course, this can also happen in horizontal levels. Maybe your challenges are not addressing directly ecosystem, but maybe you are talking with your own institution or your own municipality, and that is your challenge. I'm trying to grab as much as possible here. And this happens with the example that I'm working here now is the different uses that forest fauna has in this Colombian region. Most of it is edible, but a part of it is used in commerce, medicine, it is used in ceremonies, in ornaments, as companion also. Tourism, no, people traveling different places just to see this species of birds or mammals or specific questions. Indicators of climate change, but also messengers of different ontological structures. When you dream about an animal, then your behavior needs to change and you communicate to the community. So my current struggle, maybe you share this with me, is that we are in between. We are translators in many different, we're kind of in between worlds, and yourself, you are a third world in this question. So we have the socio-ecological system with indigenous knowledge and the different realities, the carbon market, the religious missionaries, illegal drug trafficking, you name it, on the outside interacting with different interests. No? So how trained am I in this case and my exposition to natural sciences, social sciences, psychological training, because once you deal with indigenous communities, I mean, we are all have a level of trauma, even with big T or small t. But when you work with indigenous communities systematically disgregated, then you have to be trained a little bit more in this. How is this happening? Well, this is some images of how are we making this with Torsten, with medicine and trying to weave these knowledges about this. And to close this, the frog isn't working now, is that the weaving of knowledges has been going on for thousands of years. This is not something that we have invented. No? Indigenous communities have structures and methods that have been working for thousands of years on how to connect different ways of thinking. So we are kind of reinventing the wheel, and we get excited about it. But that is good enough. We are on that level. So thank you very much. You can contact me to continue conversations. Thank you.